Oakwood University is an historically black faith-based institution located in Huntsville, Alabama. It is owned and operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church in North America. One of the components that makes up Oakwood University is the athletic department, proudly known as the Oakwood University Ambassadors.
My family has never seen me play any sport or basketball since I was little, and coming to Oakwood allowed them to see me on ESPN for the first time. And they know it's been a long journey with basketball for me. They know I struggled in it. They know it's been a lot of years me grinding for it, and that was something big that I needed for them to finally see what all that hard work was for, and like why I haven't been to no family reunions, no Thanksgivings. So no, I don't regret coming to Oakwood at all.
The beauty of athletics is that it's more than just a physical activity. From a young age, the memories, values, and sense of family that athletes develop over time not only shape their character, but sticks with them long after they stop playing. Meet Oakwood alum and former ambassador Simeon Middleton, who still looks back fondly on his time as an athlete.
What was it about Oakwood that made you want to stay?
I mean, once you start something with like family, man, like I looked at those guys as like family, and I wouldn't want to cross them or go behind their back and do stuff like that. Nah, that's not me.
We just want to make sure that we created an atmosphere for all types of students to come in, not just our Adventist students, but we also want to create an atmosphere for athletes of all denominations that they can come here and find Christ. Because we do know that we do have something special here at Oakwood, and why not open up the avenue for athletes to see God also.
Hey.
Meet Simon Jacobs, Oakwood University's athletic director and head coach of the men's basketball team.
Hey, Jake.
Fondly known as Coach Jake, Simon Jacobs is best equipped to tell the story of Oakwood athletics because he was here when it first began.
Well, the state of athletics at Oakwood was, I think the best way I can say it, it was in its infancy stage. It was more, I guess, equated to an embellished intramural program. Athletics at Oakwood had been going on maybe about 5 or 6 years. And so we were just getting introduced what an athletic program should look like.
The role of Coach Jake as an athletic director is to manage all facets of the Oakwood University athletic program. This includes scheduling, hiring coaches, promoting programs and events, ordering equipment, constructing budgets, and facilitating operations.
And so I've been part of that process. I've been learning what an athletic director should really look like. And so I've been learning on the job.
Despite the success that Coach Jake has experienced with the department, it was interesting to know that he did not want the job originally.
When I took on the responsibility of the athletic director position, it was something that I was not really looking to do. It was something that it was more like there was a need, and I just kind of stepped into that role. And because of that, it was not a stressful position for me to take. It was just basically trying to elevate our athletic program, trying to see what I can do to help grow this program. And so it was an easy transition. Now, did I know what all that entailed? No, I didn't know what it entailed, but it has not been stressful. It's been challenging, but I like challenges.
The first challenge was convincing the Board of Trustees that Oakwood had the ability to compete in a godly spirit.
Oakwood is a religious-based institution, and when we look at athletics, one of the concerns has been the competition piece. Can we compete in the right spirit?
When I was a student at Oakwood, we played a lot of intramural sports. And the argument then was whether Adventists should be involved in organized sports in general, competition in particular. And so there are people on the Oakwood Board of Trustees over the years who've had different opinions as to whether we should be involved in sports. Not so much because of the financial implications, but they didn't know whether it was something that we should be doing as Adventists.
The current chair of the board is Dr. Alexander Bryant, president of the North American Division of Seventh-day Adventists. Its secretary is Dr. Leslie Pollard, current president of Oakwood University.
Ellen White, co-founder of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, shared many years ago what she believed to be the position of the Bible on matters of competition. Dr. Howard Weems currently serves as director of the Ellen G. White Research Center at Oakwood University. He breaks down her stance.
That it's a biblical stance that she takes. Ellen White was concerned about the spirit of rivalry, and she used it in the context of competition. And she said that it was the spirit of Lucifer. Oh, that's what she said. And she said that because in heaven, she said heaven was in harmony. But when Lucifer fell, he created a spirit of rivalry and competition. Now he's competing with God. You know, I will be like the Most High. I will exalt my throne above the heaven. I will become God. So he was in competition with God. And she said that same spirit, unfortunately, was transferred to heaven, from heaven to the Garden of Eden. Among Adam and Eve, when they fell, he started blaming her. And then Cain and Abel, they competed for the high place. And even with Christ himself, his disciples fought for the highest place, who would be the greatest. And she uses that to provide context for competition and what it does to us. Before the fall, it was a win-win situation. Everyone was important. After the fall, it became a win-lose, and that's what competition is.
I have tried to promote an atmosphere where we put God first, and our athletes have bought into that. And so now we know that we can play the sport in the right spirit.
I see athletics as life. That's the greatest benefit. You know how to win, but even more important, you know how to lose. And to lose gracefully, lose ethically, win gracefully, win ethically, it's just a no-brainer.
With this godly spirit of competition, Oakwood saw success as a member of the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. They went on to win 4 championships in 2008, 12, 16, and 19 against Florida College, 99-76, against Rochester, 54-51, and against Concordia College and Bluefield State College, 80-65 and 58-57 respectively. Despite this success, Coach Jake saw the need for the school to level up.
We're going to have a legitimate athletic program, then we need to be part of a legitimate organization.
We were with USCAA, and USCAA is a great league, but NAIA is a step above the USCAA.
What makes the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, or NAIA, better than the USCAA?
According to the American Student Athlete Logistics website, or ASAL, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or NCAA, the NAIA, which Oakwood plans to join, and the NJCAA are the largest governing organizations which rule, organize, and contribute to university and collegiate sports in the United States.
Well, the immediate benefit of this investment in the department is going to allow us to bring a different caliber of athlete to the campus. We've been losing a lot of lower division basketball players, possibly baseball players, to NAI schools.
You want to be a part of something that you already know that's reputable. So you have the NAIA now, and now other student athletes are going to want to play for an NAIA school. Because there are people in the NBA that have gone to NAIA. Not a lot, but there's some people. There are a lot of people overseas that are making money playing basketball and these soccer, other sports that went to NAIA institutions. The talent level now is sky high.
Notable NAIA athletes that went on to play professional basketball in the National Basketball Association include Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and Terry Porter.
Because everybody on the board agreed from the point that they got on the board that this is what we wanted to do. We all came onto the board with the idea that we need to expand, we need to fund the athletic department, and we need to take it to NAIA if we can get the approval of the university.
In order for this dream to become a reality, Intercollegiate utilized the expertise of the Oakwood University Athletic Board. The board consists of persons such as Dr. Wilson, Dr. Young, and Dr. Williams. The board's job is to give counsel and direction to the athletic department, as well as conduct research to present to the Oakwood administration.
So we put the proposal together, and we presented the proposal to some of the administrators, officers, and once we submitted that proposal to them, it went to another meeting and on from there.
The athletic department's proposal was denied in 2019, despite money not being the issue.
I don't think it was because of money as much as it was because of philosophy, theology.
I don't think it was really that the institution was apprehensive in terms of monetary scholarships for athletics.
Some 3 years later, Dr. Richardson, Vice President for Student Life and Mission at Oakwood University, informed us that the budget for the athletic department is well over $300,000.
So when we talk about our athletic budget, we're still talking about around $700,000-$800,000 to launch a program. That does not include our scholarships, which we need to continue to work on, which we are working on with our athletic council, is to develop athletic scholarships. But in terms of all of our staffing, in terms of equipment, in terms of the programs and processes, we're talking somewhere around $700,000 that would fund the athletic program here at Oakwood University.
A source told us that the budget was not in fact $800,000, but was a significantly less amount. A member of the university administration would not entertain questions seeking clarity on the confusion. Despite being denied, Dr. Young believes that the 2019 proposal helped kick off the process of joining the NAIA.
But I also believe that there was the start of the initial recognition of what we wanted to get to, which was the NAIA, and that process started it. So I'm not sure if it was actually just shut down, but it was maybe shut down at that time until further work or even possibly even funds could have been organized or set aside in the budget so that we could participate in the NAIA association like we wanted to.
A mutual benefit had to be shown by the athletic council to the administration to help convince them on the importance of joining the NAIA. Dr. Williams, assistant professor for the Health and Human Sciences Department and member of the athletic board, was the one tasked with doing a large portion of the research.
And my research has been in student athlete retention. A lot of schools are focusing on retention of how to keep students at their schools, and one of the best ways is through athletics.
Yes, I can't say to the numbers exactly how many students were possibly lost, but I know personally some students that decided not to come to Oakwood because of what we did not offer as far as athletics. And I believe if they see that we do have a strong program, that there are others that will give us a chance to come into Oakwood. Not only just for athletics, but they'll see some other things once they get here.
Research shows that students that are academically integrated, that are socially integrated, that have financial support, those three things are huge in retention rate.
I think that it's a no-brainer that a strong athletic department is going to be an attraction to students who are not necessarily in the athletic department. I mean, all the rising tides make all ships go up. You look at the University of Alabama. The strength of Alabama's football team alone can be directly, the growth of the institution can be directly connected to the popularity of the athletic department in general and the football team in particular. Of course, we don't see anything on that scale happening at Oakwood, but the reality is as the athletic department grows, it provides an outlet for students. It provides for students to come and to, quote, be entertained. It also provides a healthy outlet for Christian students to express themselves athletically and be paid for it in a sense. At least they have their scholarships paid.
Fellow HBCU Jacksonville State University has proven the importance of investing into its athletic program. According to the Clarion Ledger, in 2017, Jacksonville State University ranks 337 out of 347 schools that competed in the National Collegiate Athletic Association's top division. Their budget during this time was $7.6 million. By 2020, the university had invested close to $2 million to bring their total budget to $9.2 million. They also sought the services of NFL Hall of Famer and two-time champion Deion Sanders to be the head coach of their football program. In just a year's time, JSU won their first conference championship since 2007 and entered the football championship subdivision top 25 poll ranking for the first time since 2011. As a result of this investment, the school has signed 5-star recruits out of high school, such as Travis Hunter, who has become the highest ranked recruit ever to commit to an HBCU. Travis is not alone. The decisions made has led 12,000 additional applicants to JSU, the most they have ever received. While there is no way to prove a connection because of lack of data, university officials say it benefits the program as a whole. Athletics is also a spiritual tool that the school uses to attract its athletes.
This was key for alum Middleton in his transition out of high school.
In high school, my brother and I, we played for this public school in South Carolina. As you know, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, so when we played for the state championship, my brother and I couldn't play. So that was like a big story. Like everybody, it went viral.
But while the team will be playing their second state title game, there will be 2 teammates that will once again sit out. Simeon and Michael Middleton will not play Saturday. Instead, they will continue to follow their religious beliefs and observe the Sabbath.
It's not disappointing, because I'm used to it now. But constantly praying, wishing them luck. I've always wanted a state ring. If they could pull this one off, it'd be a dream come true.
And the other thing that the NAIA has is like it's like a character developing program to make sure that there's something that they invest in is integrity of the student athlete, of the faculty and staff and everyone involved in athletics. And because they show that kind of care, that's what Oakwood is about anyway, right? So it's more of a holistic approach than just only athletics. We care about the holistic approach to the student athlete, and I think that's one of the main reasons that we like the NAIA as well.
It is a evangelistic tool that we want to use. I've always said, if we only preach to each other, who is going to learn anything? So this is an awesome opportunity to bring in those that want to play, that want to be in a Christian environment, but they can learn about what we believe, and we can share with them something different.
With the school planning to offer scholarships in the future, and with the application process in full swing for the NAIA, what is the future of Oakwood athletics?
So I think about in 5 to 10 years, I'm looking at the Health and Wellness Center, and it's going to be in a great centerpiece on campus. We'll have opportunities in the Health and Wellness Center to invite the community, to be to engage other schools with our athletic program. It will be an incredible facility to be a part of. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm going to see our sports expanded. So right now we have softball, but we don't have baseball, right? So there's just a couple of programs that we're going to expand to, track and field. There may be golf that we expand to. So there's multiple athletic programs that Coach Jake is working on that will meet the needs of our students. And that will be an area to recruit new students to Oakwood University. So I see us having a robust athletic program where we are busting at the seams of people wanting to come to Oakwood because we have a solid athletic program.
These efforts have already begun to yield fruit, with Oakwood having its first ever public signing of high school recruits at its annual Blackout game. This event commemorates the last home game of the season, where students attend wearing all black attire.
The feeling that I had in signing the first commit was one, being just proud and excited about showcasing what we're doing behind the scenes. That is not our first commit, but the way in which we did it was new, and I think that it was exciting and it's good for our alumni, for our student body to see what's going on. And I think that's one of the areas in which I think you're going to see a difference in basically communicating to our fans, constituents, what is going on behind the scenes, which will generate interest and give a little information about the athletes that we're signing. So it won't be just another face, but there'll be something that will connect them to the athletes that we are bringing on. That was the first, but it's to be continued.